Hi. You can see right here I have this mug. It says, I don't like morning people, or mornings, or people. It's the perfect mug for an introvert. And now it might be the perfect mug for Trump. That's right. He is having the worst morning. In this breaking story, Trump is not okay this morning, as reporters just exposed his biggest fear. And it's not just his biggest fear, it's actually his biggest fear is happening now. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, I think Donald Trump has a lot of biggest fears, being held accountable, women, but when it comes to his actual personality, I think that his biggest fear is probably being wrong. This is why Trump tends to lash out at anybody and everybody who criticize him. And of course, that means Trump has his work cut out for him because he's been getting non-stop criticism. Recently, his despicable comments on the death of Rob Reiner have been getting dragged through the mud, even from conservatives.
Jill in Indiana, you're on the Megyn Kelly Wrap-Up Show. What's on your mind this afternoon?
Hi, just sort of glomming on here, but it matters to me what Donald Trump said, and I'm deeply disappointed. If we value human life as Christians and Americans, then this stuff, it's indefensible to sort of gloat like right after someone dies like that, just for having a difference of opinion.
I'm very disappointed in President Trump. I voted for him 3 times. I still love him as my president, but it was wrong what he did. He should have just kept his mouth shut after the first paragraph. I don't know why he had to bring that up. It was a tragedy, and I didn't like Rob Reiner as a person. Politics, however, I mean, it really hurts me to the core what happened to him. And I think as a human being, anyone has to be just sad about what happened and not bring politics into it.
So not only is Trump wrong there, Trump is also abysmally wrong when it comes to his economic policies. What's worse is he seems to believe that if he says the same wrong thing over and over again, it'll somehow become true. That's what he's been doing about job growth.
The greatest job boom the world has ever seen. We're going to do that. It's not going to even be hard. We are going to do it through low taxes and high tariffs, actually. We're doing things that we were never able to do before. So it's you're going to have a lot of jobs. The jobs are being created right now, and the tariffs are protecting our country. And I view everything as jobs now because I don't care. I care about jobs. We have more jobs. It was just announced. We have more jobs right now than we've ever had in the history of our country.
Yeah, okay, Donnie. Whatever helps you sleep at night, you know? And now Trump is not okay this morning. That's right. Take a look at this.
Employment is up, the highest rate, 4.6% since September 2021. A new but delayed jobs report released today shows the economy added 64,000 jobs in November, but lost 105,000 jobs in October. Joining us, University of Michigan professor of economics and public policy, Justin Wolfers. Tell me about this jobs report.
Hey, it looks like you got a rough day today, lots of bad news, and I can deliver it with a smile, but I've just got more bad news for you, mate. Maybe I shouldn't pretend. So unemployment's up. It's up to 4.6%. A year ago, it was down at 4%. That tells you hundreds of thousands of Americans are struggling to find work right now. Wage growth is weak. That tells you that the labour market is weak. People aren't finding it easy to go out and find themselves a better job when things aren't looking good. We got not just today's numbers, but we got a couple of months and we got a revision of the past. And I think it's really painted a new and much bleaker picture. If you look all the way back to Liberation Day in April, it's possible that the economy's actually created no jobs at all. The printed numbers are a little higher, but they're widely expected to be revised down. So this is an economy that's stalled and maybe even going backwards.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all. The expectation among the White House is that things are going to turn around come January, that 2026 is going to be their year with the economy. Any reason to believe that things might get better next year?
Mate, there's always a reason, and we always wake up believing tomorrow can be a better day. But I'm also an economist, and the single thing I know about the economy is the best way of figuring out what's going to happen next year is probably guessing what happened last year is going to repeat itself again. Look, there's a rule out there, a rule of thumb lots of economists use called the SARM rule. It's a rule of thumb we use to figure out, are we about to fall into a recession? Basically, it says when the unemployment rate, smoothed unemployment rate, if you want to get technical, has risen by 0.5 percentage point, then a recession is imminent. It's got a very good track record. Right now, the unemployment rate's risen by 0.5 percentage point. So it is saying that we really are on the cusp of a recession. And if you really want to bring it home one more way, let me tell you, since April, the Canadian economy, the Canadians have created more jobs than the American economy has. And of course, we're much, much bigger than they are.
Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.